so I've been having all of this feminine rage come up. And you know, I know I'm getting my body more in a comfortable position so that I can be in nature and do the second episode of Unsilenced. And I think what's important is to understand that I need to really not edit myself, because that's another form of manipulation to me. And actually, I had someone call me out on it. You know, you left me a couple of messages and then you erased them and then you sent another one, and it was like, I didn't like what I said because I was like, oh, maybe I'm talking too much, or, you know, whatever. And it's a form of manipulation, and I had to sit with that, and I'm like, yeah, because why am I editing myself to make sure that you're more comfortable than me? I've been a people pleaser my whole life, you know, because it wasn't safe to have feelings, and it wasn't safe to have emotions, and it wasn't safe to ask for your needs, you know. And I have a really hard time, and you know, I'm in my fifth decade. I was born in 1973, and I'm still really having a hard time. I share my voice in my art, in my writing, in my poems, and in the videos I make and stuff, and I'm expressing myself that way. Why can't I just say it? Why am I so afraid to just say it? You know, I'm dressing it up and all this stuff, and I just want to tell people, you know, honestly, I do have a lot of anger that's obviously stuffed down, because even when I was in the hospital, I'm like, I don't take over-the-counter medication. I don't take pain medicine or anything like that anymore. I don't want to numb. And so they didn't offer me anything, which was great. And I kept hearing that song, you gotta feel it to heal it, you know, gotta feel it to heal it. Or, oh no, it wasn't that one. It was sit with your pain, cradle it close, and when you're ready, let it go. Last night when I was getting treatment, you know, because the osteopathic doctor has all these amazing equipment, and but they were also working on like how tight my legs are and stuff, and I just started bawling. And it had nothing to do with the physical pain. It had to do with all this emotional trauma that was like trapped down in my legs and in my psoas. My psoas is so messed up, and it's so tight that everything from my hips to my lower back to my stomach to my ribs to my all the way down to my knees is just locked up, where I'm holding so tight onto these emotions I'm not allowing myself to share, because what if it hurts someone else? And so I'm erasing myself because it's hurting me, but I'm not sharing it. Why? Oh, it's not okay to hurt someone else's feelings. And that's a part of this clearing. I've been coughing so much because it's like clearing all of the blocks in my throat to be able to actually share my voice. And then I have comments of, oh, you self-centered blah blah blah, you're one of the issues and stuff, because I literally say, trigger warning, I'm venting. Like, they don't know me from Adam, and that's the whole point, right? They don't know this whole story. They don't understand, and I get it. But I'm not gonna stop sharing my voice because other people aren't going to like it. Because that's my voice. It is my story, which matters. And I never felt like my story mattered. It was only everyone else's story that mattered. And so I had this rage. It's like, yeah. And I am not judging myself for that, because you know what? I have to feel it and be authentic in it to be able to heal it, instead of, oh, that's not okay. We all feel rage. Look at our little kids, you know, when we're babies, throwing temper tantrums, only because we feel safe enough to feel it, to throw a temper tantrum and have someone hold space for us until we calm down. Unless, you grew up in the punishment and reward system where you're punished for having emotions. Taught to stuff it down because that's just not appropriate. You can't be human. You're hurting me. Would you say don't talk back to me? Don't be, you have no rights. You're my child. And then we teach our kids to stuff, and then we wonder why there's an epidemic of addiction in everything. Because no one knows how to emote and be safe in emoting and being completely who they are without judgment or some type of punishment. It's a good thing that I had that fall, because it's allowing a lot of the stuff that I stuffed down with drugs and alcohol and all the things that I was using to numb, because I did not know what to do with the pain. And I was constantly having sleep paralysis and night terrors and, CPTSD episodes of not even being where I was at. I would be in the nightmare, reliving the nightmare over and over and over again, Yeah. We have a way in every community that I've ever been in spiritually bypassing and acting like, you know what? You should not act like that. You're projecting. It's like, that's a sin. Forgiveness. Well, first of all, you have to be able to feel everything. Be held safe. So you be seen. And then you can let it go, which is what forgiving is. Giving it up. Giving it up. It's kind of hard to forgive something you don't even know how to feel.